Hello, YouTube. What's up, y'all? Bud Dean Langley here, and I'm back for another video, and welcome to my WWE Elimination Chamber 2019 predictions video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started, guys, with WWE Elimination Chamber 2019 predictions. Okay, there's only like 7 matches so far, and if WWE announces any more before the pay-per-view, well, too bad, because I'm doing my predictions now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to go in order how I wrote these matches down. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin. Alright, the first match I'm going to talk about is the match between Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin. And honestly, I'm getting sick of seeing the same people wrestle over and over, because we've already seen these two fight various times, and I just wish that they would make Braun Strowman face someone that he hasn't faced in a while, or someone he hasn't faced at all. Like, make him face, make him face one of the new people from NXT. Make him face Tucker Knight, like in a one-on-one match or something. Make him fight someone else that he hasn't fought. Tucker Knight, or even EC3, for example. He can even fight EC3. We don't need to see Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin for like the 50th time, because I'm getting sick of seeing these two fight. I mean, I like both Braun Strowman and Corbin, but as far as Corbin's current gimmick is, I'm not a big fan of it. He looks freaking weak as fuck, Baron Corbin does, and I just don't like his current character. I think he needs to take a break from WWE for a while and grow his hair back and go back as the Lone Wolf, because this freaking suit wearing Baron Corbin, it's not going anywhere. It's just not. But I really don't have much else to say about this match, but I really didn't want to see another Strowman and Corbin match, because like I said, we've already seen it various times, man. I'm just getting sick of seeing Baron Corbin and Strowman fight over and over. It's just annoying and I can't stand it. But if I'm going to pick a winner, I'm going to go with Braun Strowman on this, because Baron Corbin, his new gimmick is trash, and I know he's going to lose, so I'm picking Braun Strowman to win. Alright, next match is going to be for the Intercontinental Championship that I'm going to be talking about for this video. So, it's going to be Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship in a handicap match, 2-on-1 for the IC title. Like, why is WWE putting Lio Rush in this feud? Like, come on, man. If they were going to have Bobby Lashley defend the IC title against Balor, it should have been a fucking one-on-one match, people. Like, WWE, they just like to ruin someone's chance of, like, they like to ruin someone's chances. Like, if this was a one-on-one match, I bet Finn Balor probably could have beaten Bobby Lashley to become the new IC title, but no. Vince McMahon or whoever made this match like this, they just want to fuck Finn Balor up even worse, man. They just want to fuck Finn Balor up even worse. Finn Balor, he's a great talent in the ring. He can do high-flying moves, this and that, but WWE is just ruining this character. On NXT, Finn Balor was an amazing character, or whatever, but now he's been on the main roster. He won the Universal Championship back in 2016, but he had to relinquish it the night after on Raw. The night after SummerSlam 2016 on Raw, due to an injury of the shoulder, and he hasn't been anywhere since. Like, they're putting him in stupid matches, or matches that we've seen over and over, and now they're putting him in a fucking handicap match for the IC title against both Lashley and Rush. WWE, y'all are just sickening me the way y'all been treating Finn Balor and some of these other talents that y'all have brought in over to NXT the last 4 or 5 years, or however long, you know. But yeah, if I'm going to pick a winner here, I'm going to go ahead and go with Finn Balor, because Finn Balor, he won a Fatal 4-Way match before by defeating John Cena on Raw. So if I'm going to pick a winner here, I'm going with Finn Balor, guys, to be honest, because I want to see Finn Balor have a fucking title on the main roster. Alright, next match for the Raw Women's Championship, Ruby Riott versus Ronda Rousey, and we finally get a different champion here for Ronda Rousey's title defense. Not just on a pay-per-view, but at a show or anything like that. Finally a different opponent, because Ronda Rousey, since she's been on WWE or whatever, she's been great, but she's had some of the same feuds over and over. Like, she's faced Alexa Bliss a couple times or whatever. She's faced Nia Jax a couple times, Bayley, Sasha Banks, the Riot Squad, this and that, you know. She finally gets a different opponent, though, this time around, and that is the leader of the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott. So we finally get to see Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott at Elimination Chamber 2019 for the Raw Women's Championship, and this is going to be a great match because I'm a big fan of both Ronda Rousey and Ruby Riott, guys, to be honest. And to be honest, this is going to be a great match. I already see it happening. And if I'm going to pick a winner here, I like Ruby Riott, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Ronda Rousey to retain, because Ronda Rousey, she's amazing in the ring. She was even great in UFC, and since she's been in WWE, she's proven from time and time over again on why she is a dominant force and why she is right now the Raw Women's Champion. So I'm going with Ronda Rousey here, guys, to retain the Raw Women's Championship at Elimination Chamber 2019 against Ruby Riott. Alrighty, guys, next match I'm going to be talking about is for the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa. And it's for the Cruiserweight Championship, and man, I'm such a big fan of Buddy Murphy. He's really good, man. He really is. I mean, like I said in previous WWE predictions or review videos, I know other people, they're not really a big fan of the guy, but me personally, I'm a big fan of the guy. He's got the athleticism, or however you say that word. Sorry guys, I'm bad at pronouncing certain words, but he's got the athletic skills. I should say just athletic skills, because that other word I'm not really good at pronouncing it. But Buddy Murphy, he's got the athletic skills, and he's really good in the ring. He's got athletic skills really, really good. He can high fly. For a guy who weighs 200 something pounds, I believe he weighs, because he has to weigh 205 or less to be a cruiserweight, in which he is. So he weighs like 200 something pounds, less than 205, I know that. But for such a big man, he can move in the ring really, really good. I mean, when he was in NXT teaming with Wesley Blake, Buddy Murphy wasn't that big of a dude back then, but now he's got this big physique, I guess because he's been going out at the gym and stuff, working out. He's got this great physique, and Buddy Murphy, he's been really, really good on 205 Live since he's been on that brand, guys, to be honest. And I eventually knew that he would win the Cruiserweight Championship, and he done that at Super Showdown last year in 2018. And Buddy Murphy, man, he's proven various times on why he is right now the Cruiserweight Champion, and I could see Buddy Murphy again defending and retaining the Cruiserweight Championship against Akira Tozawa. I'm not doubting Tozawa, but he's pretty good, but I like Buddy Murphy more. I mean, I'm a fan of Tozawa, but I'm going to pick Buddy Murphy to retain the Cruiserweight Championship, because Buddy Murphy, like I said, he's proven from time to time on why he is right now the current Cruiserweight Champion. So I'm picking Buddy Murphy, guys, to retain, no doubt about it. So Buddy Murphy is my pick. Okay, next match, if it's still going to happen, because I just got some reports earlier that Jimmy Uso of the Usos has been arrested for trying to fight a cop or something like that. So I really don't know if this match is still going to take place, and if it does, and if the Usos can't fight against Miz and McMahon for okay, what I'm trying to say is that Jimmy Uso was arrested. I don't know if he's still in jail or if they let him out. I'm not really sure about that, But if they allow the Usos still to compete, then I'll be glad. But if they don't let the Usos compete against the current champions Miz and Shane McMahon, then I think they should find some great replacements within Sanity or something like that, or even the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, because, like I said, I got some reports from Ringside News that Jimmy Uso of the Usos has been arrested for trying to fight a police officer or something like that. So we'll just have to see how this goes. But I'm hoping that they still allow the Usos to compete at Elimination Chamber, because I really want to see this match between these two teams, because this week on SmackDown, the Usos, they cut a really good promo against the current champions Miz and Shane McMahon. They really did. And the Usos, every time they get in the ring, it don't matter if they win or lose, they've proven why they're one of the best tag teams in the history of wrestling. If you guys know what I mean. Because the Usos, they just don't cut hell of promos. They go in the ring and prove why they're a dominant team and why they're one of the best tag teams in wrestling history, guys. And if I'm going to pick a winner here, if the Usos are still allowed to compete at this pay-per-view, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Usos, because, like I said before, this whole The Miz and Shane McMahon thing, it's just a weird-ass team, and I don't see how WWE even gave these two the damn titles in the first place. But if I'm going to pick a winner here for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between The Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Usos, I'm giving the Usos the victory for my predictions here, because this whole Miz and McMahon thing is just weird. It really is. They're such a weird team. So my predictions is the Usos to win back the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Alright. Down to two more guys here. Alright. The next match I'm going to be talking about is the match for the inaugural WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And there's going to be 3 teams from both brands. 3 teams from Raw and 3 teams from SmackDown. And of course, they're all going to be competing inside the Elimination Chamber match. And it's for the inaugural WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And the teams are Nia Jax and Tamina, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan of the Riot Squad, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the Boston Hug Connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks, and of course Naomi and Carmella. These are all great teams in my opinion, but if I'm going to pick a winner here, I'm going to go ahead and state the obvious here, because Bayley and Sasha Banks, these two, in my opinion, I think they deserve to be the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And I know that they're going to be drawing first, because Sasha Banks this week on Raw, she was unable to compete again, and Bayley was left alone against the other teams that were in the match. And the team that lost, they drew first for this pay-per-view. So from the Raw side, it's going to be Bayley and Banks in first against the losing team from this week's SmackDown. And this week's SmackDown losing team was, of course, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So the first 2 draws for this match is going to be Bayley and Banks and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. But if I'm going to pick a winner here for the whole match, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Boston Hug Connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks, because like I said, these 2 women, they have proved on why that they're one of the best women's tag teams right now, guys. I mean, I do like Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. The Iconics, they're attractive, but I'm not really big fans of them. I do like Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, but I really don't know if the WWE right now is going to allow these 2 to win. So my gut is telling me to go with Bayley and Banks. So that's who I'm going to go with for this video. So I'm picking Bayley and Sasha Banks to win this whole match and become the very first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. So my pick Boston Hook Connection, Bailey, and Sasha Banks. The other teams are great though, but I'm just stating the obvious here because it's very predictable, guys, to be honest. It's very predictable, so yeah. This match, I'm going with Bailey and Banks here. Alright, and the last match so far that's been announced is another match inside the Elimination Chamber match, and it's going to be for the WWE Championship, which is currently held by the new Daniel Bryan. So it's going to be the new Daniel Bryan versus his opponents, which are AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and Kofi Kingston. Mustafa Ali was supposed to be in this match, but he got injured or whatever, so now he was taken out of the match a few days ago or whatever. So now his replacement is Kofi Kingston of the New Day, and it's good to see Kofi Kingston going alone here for a while, because this past Tuesday on SmackDown, this week on SmackDown Live, we had a gauntlet match, and man, Kofi Kingston, he lasted until the end of the gauntlet match, but he tapped out to AJ Styles, and then after that, Randy Orton, he just strikes AJ Styles with the RKO from out of nowhere shortly after Styles defeats Kofi Kingston to make him tap out to the calf crusher. So Randy Orton, he just sneaks up behind AJ Styles with this amazing RKO from out of nowhere. So Randy Orton, if I quite frankly remember how WWE said it, they said Randy Orton is going to be the last one coming out for this championship match inside the Elimination Chamber match. But if I'm going to pick a winner here, we all of these wrestlers here are great. Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and Kofi Kingston. But if I'm going to pick a winner here, I'm going to go with Samoa Joe here, guys. I mean, I doubt if WWE is going to go with this angle, but I like to see Samoa Joe win a title, honestly, because the guy, he's talented, and for such a big man, he can whoop your ass really, really good, man. Samoa Joe, in NXT, amazing he was. And even in TNA, which is now called Impact Wrestling, when Samoa Joe was there, he had great feuds with the likes of Christopher Daniels, the likes of AJ Styles, and some other wrestlers. Over there, on TNA, Samoa Joe was fantastic. And even with WWE NXT, he was fantastic. But since he's came to the main roster, Samoa Joe, he's been made to turn out and look like a joke, which he's not a joke, he's far from a joke, but it's just how WWE is treating the guy and how they're booking him. So I like to see Joe win a fucking title, guys, to be honest. I want to see Samoa Joe win a damn title, and I think that can happen at this year's Elimination Chamber. So I'm going to pick a winner here, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Samoa Joe, because Samoa Joe, he's the only guy in this match who hasn't ever held a championship on the main roster. The rest of them has. Of course, AJ Styles is a two-time WWE champion. Jeff Hardy, he's held the title quite a few times. I don't know how many reigns he's had. I forgot. Randy Orton, he's like a 13 or 14-time champ or something like that. Kofi Kingston, I think he's held the WWE championship before, like the older title before they brought this newer title along. But yeah, I like to see Joe win, guys, to be honest, because he definitely deserves it. I mean, Daniel Bryan, he's a great heel, and he's proven why Daniel Bryan, he is a very, very great heel, and he's proven from time to time on why he is very dominant and why he is a heel right now, and he can pretty much beat anyone up. But I'm going ahead and go with Samoa Joe, because Joe, this man, he's a really talented wrestler, and he definitely deserves a title on the main roster. But other than that, this has been my predictions video for this year's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, please hit like, and if you like my channel so far, please hit the red subscribe button. But other than that, I'll see y'all next time, and y'all have a great one. See y'all next time. Peace.